Welcome back, everyone. I am your loyal manager X, and this is Lobotomy Corporation. So, I have set up the teams as necessary. Also, I forgot at the end of the last video, which was a bit long, to read about the Black Swan. So, we already know about its stats. It's heavily resistant to essentially physical damage, has a little bit of resistance to pale, some resistance to black, but is a little vulnerable to white damage. In the full smoke, they repeated a day like a phantom. Whenever she thought she was exhausted, she kept her heart in a brooch with memories. Seaweeds under dirty lakes are as damp as black swan feathers. So there you go. So that is currently equipped to Yuka Kazami. Both Irin, Yukakuro, and Yuka Kazami are going to be dealing with the training team stuff. Pretty much they're just going to be there to work on this on Black Swan and deal with any nasty events. Mocha is going to be focusing purely on trying to get the pipe at this point. Byakuran's there just for extra firepower. Aya and Kagasa are going to be working on glasses and head and the one-sen headpiece. New Hoju is going to be working on a pen, I believe. Yeah, she'll be working towards a pen, I think. Let me make sure. Actually, what is your stats? You're currently vulnerable to black damage. Is that right? No, you're resistant to black damage. You do have a little bit of fortitude. Actually, I might have her work on a hat. Yeah. So, well, in any case, I have these two to work either to get a Letitia hat, or they're gonna get the pen, because New Hoju does need the pen. A few characters that still need Glow Fist or Bandage Fist, which I'm not gonna do Bandage Fist because Blood Pool is just way too risky. So that's kind of the gist of it. So yeah, Yuka's wearing the Black Swan right now. Petrol is swapped into wearing the Somewhere Spear because it gives resistance to black. I think that's it. So let's go ahead and step on out. Am I missing something? There it is. Okay. So this should be hopefully quick and easy because we're just going to finish this with 3 employees, and each 3 employees or less in all departments. Is it in alt? I'm assuming it's 3 in each department. We'll know once we complete it. If it doesn't work, I'll probably just retry it and do it with whatever they're recommending, just to get it over with. Because things are going to get pretty nasty once we get the last upgrade on the training team, because we're going to be going to a whole new tier. Okay. So we got Black Swan here. Got that here. Let's go and get this working. So you're working on glasses. You're working on hat. You're working on pipe. You're gonna work on pen. And you're gonna work on hat. Actually, yeah, that's fine. You work on that, and you work on that. And then for the Swan, we'll send Yuka in first. Get that started. Oh, and we'll drink the tree sap at the end, just like before. Send you back in. We're gonna hit a meltdown in a second. Okay, tree. We're gonna send Irin to work on that. I'll let you heal up real quick before I send you back in. Gonna be Dawn. Dawn's gonna be a little bit different. Oh, sorry, not Dawn, but it's gonna be Crimson Dawn, which is actually gonna be a little bit dangerous. Also, it seems like every time we hit one, fill this bar up, it resets the penalty from the Drain with the Black Swan. So that's good to know. I'm gonna go ahead and send Yuka to work on it again. Everything else I think is fine. A little concerned about Old Lady. I mean, it doesn't matter if anyone goes berserk, as long as I have someone that can fix it, which I don't... Well, that's also... People panicking could be an issue. You heal up for now. I'll let this reset, then send you back in. Okay, now send you back in. Now you guys can work on this. Wow, that was almost perfect. Nice job. Get ourselves a second one of those. I believe everything else has been unlocked. Yes. Okay. We're good to go on that. Okay. Alright. Alright, Aaron, you work on that. You work on that. Let's make sure you're using... What are you using? You're using a Screaming Wedge. Okay. I need to make sure we're using ranged weapons, because, yeah. We don't want to blow up. That one's going to be active, and there's not much I can do about it. I'll send you. I'm going to kill it. Okay, that one's killed. Okay, last one. Moved over, that's fine. It drained one Q counter. Done. Alright, we should be able to meet our requirement very soon. So I'm just letting this fill up real quick to get it back, get its Q counter up. And then everyone else can work. Okay, Patchouli does have the heart, so she needs to stay working with Letitia. Supposedly, it does say in the note, the tips that you can supposedly, if you select another abnormality and then deselect or something, it can prevent the death, but I'm not sure. And I'm not going to find out. It's just easier just to keep sending the same person over and over again. Okay, you can work on that. may trigger another meltdown. Not much I can do about it if it does. As we don't have enough it's going to trigger 5 of them. This will meet our quota. Okay. Oh, I didn't bring a generic. How'd that happen? Did we lose it? Did we lose somebody? No, that can't be right. I just noticed I don't have my generic with this team. That's fine, that just means we only activate it 3 times. And this went down, the Q counter here went down 1, probably because of the frickin' pop it thing. Alright, well in any case, let's send in Aaron to work on this, and that will trigger a meltdown. We'll see how things work. Okay, you can work on that safely. You can work on that safely. You can work on that safely. You can work on that. You can work on that. I'm not concerned about the drink, so I'm going to leave it alone. I'll just let it run over. If I lose energy because of it, that's fine. I'll just get it back. Just don't tell Angela. I knew you could do it. But it's not going to tell me if I passed or not until I actually click work complete, and that's the troublesome part. So I'm curious, what will happen? Okay, yeah, I do lose a bit of power. So that's the bad part. So if you let it happen, even if it's an item, it can be a little bit troublesome. Well, that's fine. Keep working on this, please. Need 120 more boxes from it. Okay. We're gonna trigger 7 meltdowns now. Yeah, I am grinding on video, I apologize. But it's actually a bit challenging when you have this only so few people. I will not do the noon ordeal though. Okay, you can work on that, that's fine. Norio can work on that. Can work on that. Teddy Bear. We'll send Byakuran. She can work on it once and it should be fine. We'll let that do its thing. You continue doing attachment work here. And in the meantime, we'll do oppression work with Yuka and more attachment work with you. And more of that. Okay. So this is what we're going to do real quick. Just going to focus purely on the Dream of the Black Swan. It gets harder and harder, it looks like, until it hits the next one. So here's hoping we can get this last just a little bit. So one more, and hopefully it's enough. I just need 16 boxes, but my success rate is now -8. She's not going to go berserk. She has plenty of sanity, and she's resistant to white damage. Got it. Okay, so we got enough. -12%. That's ridiculous. Okay. We got everything here, so now we don't need to work on it unless we want the, I mean, honestly, the ego gift is pretty awesome. But it's still a bit rough. Alright, let's see if this meets the requirements. Yes. Okay, so it's per... Yeah, Oh, I forgot to use the sap. I apologize. It's alright, I mean, we already know what it does. It's just, I wanted just to fill it out for posterity. But I wanted to figure out if this was going to be enough. So yeah, it would have been ridiculous to do everything with just 3 people. Because, I mean, you would just have constant meltdowns. In any case, Aya ranked up. She's now rank 3. Moko's Justice 4. Patchouli is now Temperance 2. And that's about it. The rest is just raw stat increases. So let's go ahead and skip to the next day. How did I feel when I lost a friend? No one can understand the loneliness I feel. Why don't I cry? Because I am a machine. Am I going to be cold like this in the future as well? Until I am depreciated, yes. Would you like to expand the training team first? It would be helpful for you to manage the workforce. It would be easier to manage if there was not a cat constantly pacing in front of my computer. Okay. We met all the requirements. Core suppression condition. Clear HOD mission 5, clear Teferef mission 3. We have not met Teferef yet, so we can't even do any of the core suppressions. Also, HOD is the head of the training team, and we can't do anything, we can't do her mission until we have 4 different abnormalities that have some sort of escape condition. Malkuth mission 4 is the one where it requires Ordeal of Dusk, and yeah, needless to say, we don't have, at this point we can't progress any further as far as quests are concerned until we either, you know, one, we unlock Teferef and start doing her missions, and, you know, get enough to actually do the rest of this. Give me one moment. Okay, so since literally these days are pretty non-eventful, I'm gonna go ahead and just keep going. So, first things first, ego list, we have new weapons. We have the Black Swan. When attacked, the damage is reflected with a certain probability. Believing that it will turn white, the Black Swan wanted to lift the curse by weaving nettle. All that was left was a worn parasol it once treasured. It yearned for a never-waking dream, but reality was cruel. It looks like it requires Prudence 3 to use. It is short range, but it does have a chance of reflecting damage. It's also fast attack speed. This thing only has normal attack speed. So we'll go with, I think I need to actually assign these people first to kind of see what everything is. We'll do that first. Alright, who needs, you're fine with working with the pipe still. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're missing a person. I think the person that drank the juice is gone, but I didn't get penalized for it. Well, here, we now have a Baldy. Hey John, welcome to the team. So with that in mind, let's do this. Okay. New, you're still gonna work here, that's fine. You need a hat. Yeah, I want to keep having you work here, that's fine. Anyone need Glow Fist? No one. Okay. Anyone need Fortitude then? You do. Anyone else need Fortitude? A few people. So we'll put you in here. And you in there. We'll have you in here to work on Justice. You need a hat. Your Justice is awful. Put you there then. You might be just sitting there though. You, on the other hand, are good to go pretty much for anything. You're good to go for pretty much anything as well. There you go. Alright, and then for our ego list, we need to re-equip some people. Okay. So the Somewhere Spear is stronger, but doesn't reflect. That seems to be the gist of it. Tell you what, Mima. Well, first of all, Moko. You can use that. You have Prudence 3. You do not have Prudence 3. Futo, though, has Prudence 1. Okay, never mind that. What about Kyoko? Prudence 2. Aya? There you go. Here you go, Aya. Have an umbrella. Me to you. Okay. Don't have much red damage, unfortunately. A new. Never mind. Kyoko. Use that. Okay. That, and let's go ahead and start. This day is just gonna be pretty short. I'm not gonna go too deep into it. We don't need to worry too much about much of this. It's just purely working on stats, or stats and drops. We'll go with you first. No one needs a glow fist. You need a pen. You need a hat. You need a pipe. Thing does what, white damage? Okay, you should be fine. And we'll try to work towards getting a hat. Okay. That shouldn't take too long. We only need 360. Okay, we're good on that. Alternate those just so they can heal. No pen still. Fortunately, she's gonna have a tough time getting the pen because Temperance 5 actually reduces her chances. Okay, got the glasses. So everyone has glasses now. So that's pretty good, actually. And everyone really has high temperance, so we're actually good on that front too. So for right now, you can keep working on it. was working on this? Oh, Shizu was. Deal with that. Just annihilated that one that was in the training area. Yeah. So that's met. Old lady's pissed. Not surprised. We'll send Kokasa to trigger it, and then we'll send someone else to deal with it. We'll let Kyoko heal up. We'll send Kyoko to actually work on that. She needs a hat. We're already on the verge of triggering noon. Feels like it's happening faster. One, two, three, four, five, six. That's a bit risky. We'll cancel that for now. Two. Okay. Three. Cancel that. Okay. Send old lady to work on this. Or sorry, send someone to work on old lady, I mean. Almost triggered it again because of the finished task. I'm actually going to have to trigger it. So it's a noon ordeal, so I have to take that into account. Haven't to do this. Okay, so everyone's in the hallways, so they should be safe. Everyone has glasses, so we don't need to worry about that front. You're down to 3, it looks like. Okay, that room, that room, that room. That room. Okay, Byakuran, you can handle that one solo. Security team, help with that. Everyone from the information team, help with that. You guys help with that. And you guys should be able to handle this. It does do black damage, so you gotta be careful. She's gonna be alright. She can just tank it. I just need to watch people's HPs, because that's what people don't actually have a lot in. Okay, you're dealt with. Security team captain, so you stay there. Information team, help out please. Training team, help out please. One's dealt with. Okay, this is the problem. This is where it gets ugly, because it's actually gonna start reducing. It didn't drop. It didn't drop the Q counter. Okay, we're good. And that was enough. So yeah, it does damage to everything in the room. It does only black damage. It's like 1 to 2 damage. It's not a lot, but I do have characters that still are around the low, you know, mid-10s for their for their HP. But everything else seems to be all right. So let's go ahead and complete the workday. This video is probably going a bit long. I did back-to-back days again, but is it what it is? No missions cleared. Nothing of note. Petrol ranked up. Mima hit Prudence 3. Not sure how. Actually doesn't make any sense. And Kyoko ranked up and she's Justice 2 now. Alright. Let's go ahead and skip to next day. But what's really pitiful is those like you dying in the hands of the likes of me. Please eat my dreams. One day, maybe you will know the meaning of the desperation in their faces when the roulette spins. All these are terrifying. Let's scamble. The color of the human heart is pink. By wearing the same color, we can blend into the people's minds. The girl begged in tears, "Mister, please cut off my feet." This is a forest full of hearts. No matter how many times he cuts down the hearts, the forest remains dense. Okay. So we picked 2 this time. Do you believe that sometimes forgotten things could be more beautiful? It's something you once told me. Now I understand. You're showing it to me right now. There's the welfare team, disciplinary team, and the central command team. We are in charge of the central command team. Are you do you want to expand the Central Command team? Here we are. 2 new abnormalities back to back. And a new team with a full roster. Department functions. Increase the time limit of the cube meltdown alert. Department long service effects. Increase every ability of the employee. Central Command represents the middle level of the lobotomy facility. The upper and lower parts of the Central Command take the role of foundation stone, which allows the facility to expand upward and downward. They also work as bridges that lead to upper and lower levels. No research projects. Alright. I believe I have to have at least one person assigned, so real quick I'll just hire a random. Welcome Joy. And we'll see what I picked. Here we are. The lower levels. Looks like there's sand covering some of it. There's this like Colosseum thing. Angel with its heart taken out. Has a kind of a temple sort of motif going here. That is, it looks like kind of like the Green Knight, or I guess the Black Knight, depending on what sort of lore you're going off of. Definitely is probably at least a Hiei type. It is a humanoid mechanical abnormality with a body made entirely of metal. It holds big axes in both hands but doesn't move, as if it frozen into the spot. Understood. The creature takes the shape of an unborn fetus. Its skin is covered with a sticky slime-like liquid and many little visible veins. The creature's abnormally bulged eyes are usually closed. The creature always seems unsatisfied, but exactly what its needs are is undetermined. It has a great obsession to being fed, and if it is not fed regularly, its stress levels rise drastically. When it reaches a certain level of stress, it cries out loudly with a cry that mentally harms all who may be around the creature. So we have to feed it? Well, we got that going for us. Well, good luck, Joy. You're the sincere new employee, captain of the Central Command Team Period 1. Have fun. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and call this a video. I am the Rest This was Lobotomy Corporation. See you guys next time.